Hey, everybody, we are here on Change Our Mind, and I'm with my man, Jody.
What's good? Let's get the shit popping, bro. We got some fire, right?
We did, and we just got, Bunda just sent over a fantastic message. Question, should we?
For you, Bunda.
Let's do this. Boom. He asked, who's had the better career, Zack Snyder or Joss Whedon? Oh, this is dangerous, Jody. This is going to get some hate out there because you don't want to be out there supporting Joss Whedon. But let's talk about it. Separate from the drama. Separate from everything else. Let's look at it objectively. Who's had the better movies, TV show career altogether? Let's think about this.
We need to define it. We need to define what better career means.
Better career, I would think body of work. Body
of
work.
Longevity, amount. What about reception, quality?
Sure.
Okay, so we're talking box office. Is that a part of it too?
I don't see
general
why not.
perception.
I mean, I'm focusing mine mostly on just the body of work. Who's going to have the movies that withstand the test of time? They're going to go, oh man, look at this, or shows. You can't ignore the shows.
Yeah, Firefly is a real thing, bro. Angel,
Buffy, Angel, exactly.
Serenity was a film. Did he direct Serenity?
He did. No, he didn't direct it.
Chiwetel? He didn't direct it, huh?
Let's open up Joss's, just make sure we're on the same page of what they've each done, because they threw this to us.
I mean, Serenity was okay. It was good. It was okay. Firefly he had a huge amount of fans.
Firefly and Buffy. I would argue Buffy, fantastic show. And then Angel. Going through here.
Shout out to Jessica Alba.
Oh no, that was that wasn't Jessica Alba.
That was Dark Angel.
That was Dark Angel.
Fuck.
Dollhouse.
Angel was the guy.
He did Dollhouse.
My bad.
He wrote Serenity.
I thought he did both.
As from a director, he did Avengers, Age of Ultron. He helped start Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He did I didn't see much ado about nothing, but he did Dollhouse. He did Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and he did Angel. He did Buffy, and he did Firefly as a director. As a writer, though, if you go back and see his writing, I mean, it goes way back. You got there was.
Let's stick to directing, though. I think he's talking about director.
Well, I'm just saying, from a writing standpoint, he started with Roseanne. He did He wrote the screenplay for Toy Story.
He was one of the writers on there.
Yeah, and then he wrote Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie. And then he wrote Titan AE. He wrote Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And then he got into Buffy. He did Firefly. He did Angel, Serenity. He wrote it. Dr. Horrible. And then Dollhouse, and then he got into Cabin in the Woods, which he wrote, which you can't ignore. And then he did.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a great horror film. And then he did Avengers. And then he wrote Justice League. Can't ignore that one. So look, it's actually closer than I thought it was going to be. Because you got to give Zach credit for 300. Watchmen's pretty great. I liked his Dawn of the Dead.
I'll give him Dawn of the Dead, Man of Steel,
Yeah, Man of Steel. I'll give him Man of Steel.
I'll give him 300 and I'll give him Watchmen.
I'm not counting producing. I think that's just sort of unfair.
Nah, Suicide Squad.
A lot of music videos that were actually fantastic.
He did BVS. That was trash. And Justice League. I'm giving him that.
Sucker Punch I'm ignoring. As am I ignoring
Sucker Punch 2, no good.
I haven't seen Army of the Dead. Could be fascinating, but we're not there yet.
That Owl movie was good, bro.
So yeah, I mean, he story by Wonder Woman. He's got story by credit.
Yeah, that's just because she was in BVS.
So man, where do you go in this? Where do you lean?
I gotta go Zack Snyder, bro. I gotta go Zack Snyder. I'm going Snyder because that 300 is an epic hit, and Watchmen is another epic freaking hit. Those are two juggernauts, bro. Those are movies that I love. Those Dawn of the Dead 2004 with Ving Rhames, that she was fire too.
It was good.
Those are, but Watchmen and 300, man, bruh, those are masterpiece type of level of work. And Avengers 1, Joss Whedon comes back with Avengers 1, and he hits hard with Firefly. But, Firefly is a TV show, and I mean, people watched it.
Buffy and Firefly are huge, and they're huge, sprawling.
Shows.
Hugely popular, fantastic shows, Buffy and Firefly. Those right out the gate.
They even brought it back. The fans got Firefly to come back and get finished and even make that movie. That's how much fans adored Firefly.
So you can't knock them out. Those are huge.
No, I'm not knocking them out.
Properties
but
that put Joss in, because as a filmmaker goes, he hasn't done that much. Is the reality. I mean, Avengers. You got to give him props for Avengers. Avengers is up there. Yeah,
Avengers boosts him to way up to the top.
But then Age of Ultron. Those are sort of the 1-2 he did. It's interesting as a director. I was sort of mixing him up with JJ honestly, because I'm realizing he hasn't directed that much. He jumped in with Avengers out of nowhere and crushed it. He did direct Serenity, so he had that sort of experience, and he came in and crushed it with Avengers, and then completely missed it on Ultron. Yeah, man.
Look. So Snyder has really good movies, 2 of them. Well, 3. I'll give you done it. Well, Man of Steel's good too.
Yeah, he's got 4 good movies. I'll give him 4 good movies. I can't deny it.
He's got 4 good movies. 2 of them are great.
And
Joss has one.
Joss has 1 great movie and 2 amazing TV shows.
Yeah.
So
we got 4 great pieces of work from Zack, and 3 great pieces of work from Joss.
Joss did write Toy Story.
He was one of the writers of Toy Story. It wasn't solely him, though. You know, he was
Who did the first draft? I'm curious. Original story by John Lasseter. Okay, so yeah,
I think he did the screenplay.
He did punch-ups. Okay, so if he did all right, so yeah, I'm ignoring that. Yeah. I guess I am gonna go. Tough. I'm gonna go Zack Snyder too. I'm gonna agree with you.
Right? You kind of have to. Like, if Age of Ultron was Avengers level good, it's Jaws. Because that Avengers Assemble circle scene is still the greatest superhero
moment
scene
of all
next
Marvel.
to No Man's Land. Out of all of Marvel, that's the greatest scene.
The original 360 is the best Marvel. Even better than I agree.
I swear, bro.
It set it up.
To this day, I still get chills when I watch it.
Goosebumps. Totally agree.
Still, and the music hits, that score, and the freaking monsters take off their masks like, you wrecked my big worm.
Right. Yeah,
Hulk is like, freak you bitches, let's go. It's epic, bro. It's epic the way that came together, bro. And Joss is a better superhero film director.
Well, Myra's coming in and say a lot of Whedon's work has a cult following. I mean, Zack has a cult following. Let's be honest.
Zack has a cult following too.
But if you go by body of work, it's Whedon hands down, says Myra. Because you got to remember those shows, Firefly,
body of work, yes.
Firefly and Buffy could arguably be better than all the movies we're talking about. So that's the problem. I'm struggling because
more than just body of work, though, Andy. We talked about that. It's everything. Body of work, definitely Joss. Quality of film, Zack. Better film, Zack. Box office, I think that's Zack too.
I don't know,
Critical reception,
Avengers alone.
Maybe Joss.
Avengers alone. I guess you're right.
1.5 billion.
Man of Steel and BB still
you got 300. You got Watchmen. That's over $1 billion.
Which is what Avengers did. Avengers make it? No, it didn't make $1 billion.
Avengers made $1.5 billion.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. That alone, and Ultron.
Man of Steel.
Ultron together might have actually surpassed the Snyder.
You might be. Let's think about this. Justice League made $650 million. BVS made almost $900. Man of Steel made $668 million. That's $2 billion right there, around there. Then if you factor in Watchmen at $300, I think that's like another $600 million right there between those two. It's close.
I'm finding out for us right now. All right, I got Joss here's, and then
that's close.
Here we go. So, who are you saying?
BVS was like $886 million, yeah?
In the role of his 10 films, we got 10 films, $3.1 billion worldwide.
Who was that?
Zack Snyder.
That's going to be
based
close.
off of Joss Whedon, 6 films, $3.3 billion.
Oh!
Damn, Joss Whedon, less films, made enough
$200 million
more money because of those 2 Avengers. Is that why Zach's so pissed at Joss?
All right, so we're gonna tip it. We're gonna tip the box
Joss
office.
Gets the box office over there. I mean, from a body of work, Joss's 2 shows, I gotta give those shows are huge. But filmmaker, I'm giving it to Zach. Giving it to Zach.
Quality of film as well.
Quality of film is going to Zach. So I'm split down that middle. Joss has made bigger
2 and
money.
2. What other factors are there? Public perception. That's Joss. Wouldn't you say?
Not right now.
Well, right now, I would say still around the world, I think people have a better
Zach
word.
is in a much better place right now. He just got HBO Max to give him. He's got a Netflix project coming out. Joss has got nothing brewing.
He's got a TV show coming out.
No. He
working on a new
wrote that
TV show.
Wonder Woman script, which was terrible. Joss Whedon
doesn't he have a new TV show coming out?
Joss Whedon?
Yeah, he has a TV show coming out, if I'm not mistaken. That's about a hit.
I don't see it on here. There's nothing on here in the works on IMDb. Not that I know of. So that's my point of he's not as much in the know right now. So I gotta say I think it's unfair that he's winning the box office report, but Yeah, I mean, look, Zack is a better director, but Joss has proven himself a director and a better writer. And I think his writing, that pushes me over the edge of world building, writing, and now the money, that tipped it over. I got to give the edge right now. That could change. Let's give it another 5 years and see what Zack does, and I think it could change drastically. But right now in 2020...
Stargirl. Yeah.
Stargirl? Joss is doing Stargirl? Why isn't it on here? No, that's
right?
Jeff Johns.
Or was that Jeff Johns?
That's Jeff Johns doing Stargirl. He's not doing Stargirl. He's not doing that.
Jeff Johns.
He was going to do Batgirl, and he was going to do Wonder Woman.
He had a show coming out with a female lead.
No, it's not Star. He has an HBO Max show. I can't see it. So if somebody, the Nevers.
He had a show coming out.
Oh, okay, you're right. The Nevers coming out in 20. Sorry, it wasn't in development. It's right here. Okay, yeah, no, my bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
He's got the Nevers coming out. An epic tale following a gang of Victorian women who find themselves with unusual abilities, relentless enemies, and a mission that might change the world. Starring I don't know any of these people. Interesting. I wonder if that'll get shut down if Ray Fisher's trying to shut him down.
That thing's coming out, baby. That thing is that's
and it's on HBO Max. That's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's not over
Zach's
for.
Like, why is Joss Whedon making stuff for HBO Max and I'm not? I didn't realize that connection. Right? That's part of the connection.
Ashley says, "How is Zach a better director?"
How is Zach? Well, he's done more films. I would say his style in 300 and Watchmen proves he's a strong
visual
director.
Directing is better.
Visually stunning. Yes, Joss.
Overall,
sucked in Age of Ultron. Let's be honest. Serenity is not as good as Firefly.
It was meddled with. The higher-ups messed that movie up. Even Joss said that movie sucked before it came out.
But that's my point. I can only base it off of Avengers, which I would argue is better written.
Did he write Avengers as well?
I don't got enough from Joss to say he's a great director. There's just not enough out there to prove it.
If you put that movie together, bro, he put that Avengers 1 movie together. He put the most epic.
He had Kevin Feige there to help him.
Man, come on. We got to get this man his credit for this shit. Man, watch that shit again, Andy. I felt like a little bitch when I watched it to this day. I felt like a little kid.
All right, we have
watching that Avengers 1 movie, man. It's magic in there, man.
Christian, thank you for the support here. Christian asked a question that could help us find our final round here. No, he said, who is the better storyteller? That one's Joss to me.
Joss is a better storyteller.
Sorry, there was
Zach
one more.
Is a better visual director.
Correct. But there was one more. Sorry, but thank you for that for Christian. But here's another one from James. Who would win in an actual fight, Zach or Joss? I mean, Zach, hands down. Have you seen how built he is? My God, he's like CrossFit,
but
man.
He's a small man, though.
But he's got those muscles. Joss has got a belly. He's bald. Joss is. Come on. Joss is all like, he's soy. Zack Snyder's going to just pound that soy out of him.
Probably. You got to jump, but I think, he'll do it. But I don't know. We're still like kind of, we got to, is there a tip to the left or the right? Either way, something, what could we bring up that?
If I was going to pick my favorite movie out of all of them, which one would it be? For me, it's Avengers, without a doubt. Avengers is the better film out of, you put all their films together. It's Avengers over 300, over Watchmen, easy. Over Man of Steel, over Dawn of the Dead, it's Avengers. Now, a lot of DC fans are going to say, yeah, your bias is showing, screw you, Andy, but I mean, that Avengers movie was just perfect.
Personally, that speaks to me, yeah, Avengers is the better product here. It's a grandest as a real world film. I would argue 300 and Watchmen are better than the Avengers. But as a movie that means something to me, my favorite, the one that is more important, bigger to me, is Avengers. Absolutely. That movie freaking hits on all cylinders.
And I would say if Zach's mind is going to be 300, I think 300's his best film, hands down.
Visually, it's amazing.
I got to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a while.
Watchmen goes so deep. Watchmen, that story goes so deep. Oh, it's just.
So, all right, final call here. What's your vote, Jody? Who are you picking?
Zack Snyder.
Woo! I'm going to go Joss Whedon. Body of work, money, Avengers being the best film. I think Zach could easily beat him in the next few years if he does some great films. I don't think the Nevers is going to really put Joss.
Snyder Cut will judge what I do if I change my mind on that.
But I got to go. We split the vote there. What do you guys think in the comments? Tell us down below. I am definitely clipping this one, so stay tuned. If you watch this, Check out the rest of our Change Our Minds. You can always watch live on Tuesdays for the full unedited show, or you can hear it on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Go support Jody's Corner over there.
Support me.
And subscribe to him over on YouTube. Catch us over there on Wednesdays. He's there every day, but I'm there Wednesdays, and he's here every night Tuesdays. And I'll be back Thursday live for Nerd Wars, so tune in. Thanks for watching. Live viewers, don't go anywhere. YouTubers, make sure to support. The links are in the description below. Thanks, everybody. Deuces.